ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶಾಯ ನಮಃ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ, ದಂಬೆ, ಪುಣಚ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. Today we will be discussing about a basic book of Vedanta, a broad outline of Vedanta, Satchidananda Vak Jyoti series published by AdhyAtma PrakAsha KAryAlaya, Bangalore in 1989. Shree D.B. GangoLLi who has written it. So, this book, the enlightening words of Satchidananda, it contains. All these booklets of this series contain a free transliteration of the enlightening and immortal words and teachings of Sri Satchidanandendra Saraswati Swamiji of revered memory, found in his numerous Kannada books. Those readers who do not have the facility and advantage of reading and understanding books in Kannada language, and also who cannot understand Sanskrit sometimes, they will be immensely benefited by these English publications, because Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pujya has written a lucid bhasha in lucid language, in Sanskrit, in a lucid style. It is said that Prasanna Gambhira Bhashya, because it gives us the prasannata of our mind, that is peace and happiness to our mind. And Gambhira means it's a very serious subject, means it needs to be highly attentive while studying these subjects, Vedanta. So now let us see what is actually Vedanta. What is starting from basics. We majority may be knowing, but still we may have some misconceptions about that. So we can remove such misconceptions from this. And many learned men may feel little bit sad by listening these basics. But anyway, we have to go hand in hand all together. So many may be new ones for Vedanta. So let us go from starting level. A broad outline of Vedanta. Brahma Vidya. What is Brahma Vidya? Brahma Vidya means to know Brahman, the ultimate reality. Vidya means knowledge. Brahma means the ultimate principle of the whole Srishti. It is the basis of the whole creation. So we can say it by any name, but in Vedanta especially we tell it as Brahma. It does not mean that the Srishtikarta Brahma or Chaturmukha Brahma, one of the trinity of three gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. It is not that Brahma. Now here we are saying that that is the Brahma Tattva, or the utmost, the supermost power which is residing in everybody. That is the energy, or that is the light, that is the source for everything. So that is called as Brahma in Vedanta. Why we rely upon Vedanta for knowing our meaning of life? Because in Puranas, 18 Puranas or more, we can see several devatas, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Subramanya, or so many Devi, all are there. So sometimes we may get confused by studying, because if we don't understand what is the basic of all those names, Nama Rupa, Ekam Sad Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. Only one truth the learned men or the jnanis, Vipra means Vedadhyanato Vipraha. Those who have studied Vedas are called Vipras. So they they call by several names. Nama Rupas are different. Devanobba Nama Halavu in Kannada we say. That is the same translation of Ekam Sad Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. Only the one truth jnanis or the who are learned men are there. They call by several names or several rupas, several shapes they conceptualize. So here in Vedanta there is no confusion, only one word, that is Brahma. So there is no question of who is greater. Like when we study Puranas or in a common man, they will feel whether Shiva is great, whether Vishnu is great, whether Devi is great, or like that. Here no question of these names or rupas or forms. Only that is the basic principle what is behind all this. That is called here as Brahma. So no confusion here. So to know Brahman, that is Brahma Vidya, Vida Jnani Dhatu, Vidya. So to know what is Brahma, what is its Swarupa, etc., that is Brahma Vidya, knowledge of the ultimate principle. To know the real essential nature of Brahman alone is the ultimate goal of human existence or life. Why? Because ಆಹಾರ ನಿದ್ರಾ ಭಯಮೈಥುನಂಚ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯಮೇತತ್ ಪಶುಭಿರ್ನರಾಣಾಂ. There is one saying in Sanskrit, that is food, sleep and sex. These are common for animals and human beings. But what is the specialty of a human being? Everywhere we can see in Shastras, this human body or human life, human birth is very precious. Why? Because it knows which is dharma, which is adharma. It has a judgment power. It has a vivechana shakti or viveka. It can judge which is right, which is wrong, not like animals. That's why human being is special. That's why it is the only opportunity to know the real, the ultimate goal of human life only. That is to know the real essence nature of Brahman, or real essence nature of whole this world. No other animals can think of it. This alone is the greatest among all the things wanted or desired by man, because the one which we learn, from which we can learn, like we will be learned of everything, that is Brahman. So because in every creature in the world, behind every creature is that Brahma Tattva, that is existence, Sat, Astitva. Because all the shapes are temporary. Before formation they were not there, after destruction they are not there. So in between only, for a particular time period it will be there. Any one pot you can say, take, or a human being or an animal, anything, they are temporary. But the Astitva, or the basic Sat, that is existence, that is permanent, that is Brahma. So if Brahman is cognized, all the miseries and calamities which man suffers from in this life are completely mitigated. You can, it is based on Sutra Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya 111, Bhashya portion 18 is basic for this basis. So, if we realize Brahman, actually here they have not used realization because it is cognized. Realization means sometimes we feel it is something what now you don't have. What we don't have, we will find out it. Like what scientists research something special, but it is already our actual swarupa. But we due to ignorance or avidya or ajnana or maya, we have forgotten it or we are not knowing it. After revealing the actual final truth that our swarupa is that, because our body is temporary. Before birth it was not there, after birth, after death also it will not be there. Still we say I am there, I was there, like, because the driving force is there. We say we do shraddhas after death, pitrakarmas, and we all that because we think that sukshma sharira will be there, or the energy is there, but the body is temporary. That is permanent energy behind that. So, if that Brahman, or that is the main basic principle behind us, is cognized, if we realize what is it, what is its nature, all the miseries and calamities which man suffers from in this life are completely mitigated. Why? Because when we think that I am this body, or I am this mind, I am the senses, then only we will be feeling everything, pains, sorrows, difficulties, everything. When we see matra sparshastu kaunteya, that is, these are all just the senses or the bodies, just they do whatever, concerned subjects, concerned works, concerned vishayas, vishaya grahana by the senses, not me. I am the witness of all these. When we think like that, it is not just thinking. When we realize, when we cognize it, then the sufferings will be mitigated. All the sufferings. Because we are not body. I am not the body. I am not mind. I am not the senses. So, whatever we feel is due to our mind. The pains or any feelings or anything. So, when it is not me, I am beyond mind also. That is, we have so many things there. We will discuss in deep later. This is the first stage. So, we will not be going to mention which are the antahkaranas or bahikaranas, everything. We will see next. So we are not that mind. So, we can't feel sorrow or happiness. Worldly desires, worldly happiness, worldly feelings, materialistic, everything. Because we are only the witness for everything what is happening all around, including our body also. We can see our body as one of the creatures in the world. How we see an animal, how we can see another human body, how we can see another tree, how we can see another stone. Like that, just we observe that this is a body similar to other bodies. I am not that. I am what? I am beyond that. I am beyond. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. In Shrutis, Vedas, we can see. Because the speech and mind both cannot explain. They are going to explain them, or they are going to reach that Paratattva or Brahma, but they could not reach, but they revert back because of failure to explain by speech or to understand by mind. So it is beyond all those. That is the one that is called Brahma, and knowing that is Brahma Vidya. I think it is sufficient for this today. You can discuss about this matter uh, in our group. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु श्री शंकरार्पितमस्तु श्री ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम।